Good morning, YouTube. I'm back. It's Bo Simmons here at 5 Ring Strength and Conditioning in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm going to be doing the official, comprehensive, full product review of the Nike Romaleos 3. So, a lot of you may be thinking that this review is a little bit late, but I think that my perspective will provide a little bit something different than anything else that you're going to find on YouTube. So I'm going to dive right into it. A lot of the big concerns when this shoe was released was that the toe box and the fit was going to be a narrow fit. And I was an Adidas shoe person for many years, and I ultimately ended up switching to Nikes because I thought they just looked better. And so I've worn Power Perfect 2s, I've worn various Addy Power models, I've worn the Dre Crafts, I've tried the Liestungs, and I've been wearing the Romaleo 2 now for the last two and a half years essentially. And I'm not sure if I'm going to switch anytime soon, but I have some thoughts as to why I might switch. But as for the fit, I personally didn't encounter any issues with the fit and the performance of it. I was undecided because whenever they were released, all I was reading was bad reviews about them, and just all this stuff like, oh, it's impossible to lift in them. Oh, like it's just like there's a huge lump in the center of the heel. Oh, you can't do anything with these. Like Romaleos 2s were the best. Any other shoes the best. And I ultimately ended up reading a review from Colin Burns, because him and Anthony Pompeo at Juggernaut, they were privileged enough to get to use an early release model of the Romaleo 3s. And so way back when, at one of the Arnolds, I believe, Colin Burns was snatching 170 kilos in them. And after reading his review and kind of looking at that video, I was like, you know what, like all these reviews don't matter. I just need to try the shoe out for myself and see what happens. Because if they're good enough for him, and if he can snatch 170 kilograms in them, then they're surely good enough for me. So fast forward to now, and you may be thinking, how has he been wearing these shoes for 2.5 years? But he's got these, I guess they're called the Americano version, the red, white, and blue ones. That's because of the durability issues that I personally encountered. Performance-wise, I've had nothing but like praises for these shoes. I've really enjoyed lifting in them. I've hit some of my best numbers in them. But believe it or not, this is actually my 5th pair of shoes of the Nike Romaleos. And no, I didn't pay for 5 pairs. Actually, this is a 6th pair. I'll get to that. But basically, I've had issues with the tongue absolutely shearing in half down the tongue just from like them being soggy after a workout. I have had the lace eyelets just rip, including on this shoe, several times, like within a few months of getting the shoes. So my journey with the Romaleo 3s has looked like the black and red ones for about 6 months, and then I had the original like Memorial Day colorway. It was like, some people call them the Iron Man shoes. Those ended up tearing as well. And then I was wearing the all red version for a little bit, and I was doing a lot of commuting for work. So I purchased a pair of the white Romaleo 3s. That way I didn't have to lug them on an airplane between commutes. And those ended up tearing as well. Those got replaced by the black and Volt ones, which I have not worn yet, but I'm trying to just get rid of them because I'm kind of tired of my shoes blowing out. And this is a shoe that I'm trying to run into the ground right now. If you take a look right here, that's the only damage I have on these right now. I treat them lots of love, lots of care, and they still tear. So my short-term fix for this is basically, I'm just gonna take a drill and keep drilling holes in this shoe and lacing them back up, as long as there's still material to drill through. I just got back from the 2019 Nationals with head coach Ben Riddle. I wore these on the platform, and the whole time, we even brought my other shoes just in case these were to tear, because you just don't know with these shoes. You kind of have to be delicate with them as you lace them up. And at the end of the day, it's a $200 shoe, and it's a rough sport, so you don't really want to have to baby your equipment. but that's kind of the way I feel I have to baby these. I've never talked to anybody that had the Romaleos 2s that felt like they had to baby their shoe or had durability issues with it. And the Romaleo 2s might be the next shoe I go to, just because I just need to change up, and I want something that I'm not going to have to worry about tearing every time I take the shoe on or off. And I like my shoes tight, so I'm constantly fearing this inferior material to just tear again and again. And for the most part, like Rogue has been very good. I guess their return policy and their customer service, they would just ask for a photo of it, and they would send me the new shoes before I even had to send them back. But unfortunately, this last tear happened outside of the year mark, and they would not swap them out for anything. But yeah, so ultimately, like, if you want a good shoe that's going to last you for not that long, the Romaleo 3 could be that shoe. I don't recommend paying full price for the Romaleo 3s. If you can get them on the cheap, they may be worth the price, because I definitely, if I could do it again, I would not pay $200 for a pair of shoes. The only thing that has remotely brought me peace about it is that Rogue has helped me out as far as replacing the shoes as they tear, and a lot of people may not know that, but Rogue's customer service is good, so take advantage of that if there are durability issues. I'm hoping to see that they corrected that with the new Romaleo 3 XD or whatever it is. But this is the Romaleo 3 official review, and I gotta say that I officially do not recommend it. But to each their own. If you can figure out a way to reinforce your Romaleo 3s, figure out a way to repair them, this, that, and the other, good for you. That's more than I think anyone paying $200 for a weightlifting shoe should have to deal with. But at the end of the day, like, if it's a good looking shoe, it works, does what you need it to do, works for your body, just do you. So this is it. Dedicate this review to Cameron Brown, Nashville Barbell Club. See you guys.
You got it, let's go! You got it, let's go! Yes! Out of back!
Hold it!
Yeah!
Get up!
Quit!
And it pays off for him.
He kept his head up.
Yeah.